Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where we are in Mordor. What else can you say? It's a dreary place. It looks like it was built to be dreary. It's the home of the Dark Lord, or was the home of the Dark Lord before we. Well, I really can't take the credit for destroying the Dark Lord. Frodo and Sam were the ones who took the ring to Mount Doom and set up the scenario where Gollum could make the worst dance move ever in history. Oh, looks like we've got somebody here who has a ring on his head, and that means that we are going to have to remove said ring. Violently, of course. Knocked out my bird! Rude! There we go. The Fists of Ugrikor. The enforcers of Ugrikor, captain of the pit, can be found throughout Udun, striking fear and carrying out his will wherever they go. So we're going to strike fear into them by killing them, I guess. We got to kill 12 of those things? Yikes! Alright. Well then, let's make sure that there is nothing else that we need here. No. Well, I think we are supposed to be collecting gears from. Actually, that's a. No, he does have gears. Alright. So, you know what, does this one also have a gear? Okay, we're collecting gears. We also need to find these. Now, I am still trying to remember what does what these days in relation to mezzes and the like. Since I don't have blinding flash anymore to do that. It used to be such a nice skill. Either that or it's a yellow line skill and I don't have access to it anymore. Something like this. Let's see, because is Light of Rising done? That's the interrupt. Yeah, I don't think blinding flash exists anymore, or it's been repurposed for something else, or it's yellow line only, or who knows? There are all sorts of things that could have been done to it. What I really want to do is, how about I set the focus to the. Is the signal flag up this way? Okay. I suppose we can go that way in order to. Must really be close to it if it's. Oh! That signal flag. Oh, there it is, right up there. Yeah. So let's cross the. Whatever that thing is. River sounds too generous. Stream sounds. Oh. Wrong side! Actually, I think I was going the right way earlier. Right? That flag really knows how to hide, doesn't it? You can't see it from here, but where you can see it from, it makes it look like it's over here. That's rude! Ah, I missed this little turn off. Which gives us this board right over here, and maybe that gives us to the right spot. First of all, I need to kill a forge worker in order to get a nice, good, close look. Okay, good. Now, look over here. Yeah, I think I see it right up ahead. Good. Oh. These must be investigating the signs to see if they can figure out what the signals are. I mean, I would presume that the goblins have figured out what the signal is all about. Or, I mean, that there is... that it is the sort of signal, but maybe they haven't cracked the code or something like that. I mean, if they had, well, that could be a bit of a problem, isn't it? One flag, red. Now we cross this stream, river, or whatever. You know, part of it is that when I use the word stream, I'm thinking of what, of course, river also implies water to it, but I don't know whether that's water or that's been contaminated, or if it's something worse. Oh, hold on there. Is that anything useful? No. Ah! That's one of the flags right up there. Best way there, around this side. It's been a while since I've done it, so I've forgotten about all the best routes to reach those flags. But yes, that is most definitely a flag up there that's glowing. I guess they were put in places that they were hoping wouldn't be noticed by whoever they're hiding it from, whether that's from us or from somebody else. Who knows? Let's see, is it possible to get up here this way? No, I think I was on the right track before. That's the thing. These flags are positioned in places where they're visible from is not necessarily where it's easiest to reach it. Maybe that's done intentionally. Oh, hold on. Let's take care of this. I presume this is a forge worker or something like that. No, it's a war-weary Easterling that wants to surrender. I surrender! Okay, there are all sorts of people that are willing to surrender, it looks like. Well, I suppose they're saying, oh, there's a Gondorian army getting ready to come into here. I can see the writing on the wall already. Now, I think this is not the one I was seeing before. This is a different one. But I might as well have a look at that. Okay. Wonder what they mean. Go and look at them, then come back to me. Okay. So, we get a translator. Well, that'll be useful. Now, I think, though, the one that we saw before was out around this way, I think. Well, I suppose we might as well check just in case. Oh, another one of these Black Udruk enforcers. This time I'm going to bring out the crows, because I think it'll be a lot easier that way. Much easier. Dirthang, Talons, and defeat Uruk enforcers and defeat sorcerer. Oh, that's for Dirthang. Why am I running into Dirthang enemies here? I don't know. Okay, here's the one I was seeing before. There you go. I'm trying to remember what sign that reminds me of. I mean, I guess if you turn it 90 degrees, it looks like it might look like an A. So it looks like a Phoenician Alapthan. I suppose so. Though I suspect that the locals here do not read Phoenician. I almost missed a page. Better go back and get it. Which one is this?
We believe it was in the Second Age, after Sauron came to Mordor, that he set to work building an army to make war against the kingdoms of men and elves.
Ah, the first page. Okay. I'm surprised that they put the first page this deep in instead of at the beginning, which is where we found the previous page we read. And it looks like we have a frightened Nernoth there that might be willing to surrender. There you go. The great eye is gone. I bow before Gondor. All right. Okay, dokie. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. I was looking for banners. And according to my quest guide, there's one somewhere around here. Ah! That was not the direction that I was expecting to find one, but it'll do. Unfortunately, there's also a troll here. Ouch! There you go. Oh, come on! Alright, now it looks like then that there must have been somebody else in the area. Or was it my bird that attracted them? Okay, fine. Now, that looks like a hook. Or an upside down question mark. A Spaniard starting to ask a question. Alright, now, let's see. We've got that. We have signs this way. Alright, I guess that was the one that I was seeing marked as being in my area. Because now I'm being sent way away. And this time I can exactly see it. It looks like lightning. A storm is coming. Or a troubled tea. A tornado. I wonder if they get tornadoes in Mordor. I don't know. This just doesn't sound like a place that's conducive for having them. So again, when you've got things like some of the nasty beasts you have in here, things like drakes. I suppose if you got drakes in the area, and I'm trying what other nasty beast can you have in the area? Drakes, you know, a Dark Lord, at least formerly. Formally. Okay. Well, whichever word we were talking about, formal, former, whichever one you mean, I suppose they might have had an official Dark Lord also before the fall or something like that. So perhaps both words work. Now, where were we? Oh yes, we how far are we away now? Oh, a bit away. I think we had to do a little bit of a loop. Looks like the next one is down this road. Wait, is it going to actually be visible from the road? How about easily reached from the road? That would be an even stranger sight. Looks like we have another war-weary Easterling. Alright, we will accept his surrender. The great eye is gone. I bow before Gondor. Alright, we'll see how long he stays that way. Yeah, looks like we've got... Alright, should be just a bit ahead. But before I do that, this dwarf, a frightened dwarf, Take me as a prisoner. Anything is better than this place. Well, I suppose anything is better than this place. It is definitely not what I would call one of the top vacation spots. You know, I don't think I want to be into a location that would make this seem to be like a good vacation spot. Could you? No, I don't think I want even to imagine how bad of a spot. I mean, maybe Angband? Well, maybe an orc will think of it as an improvement over Angband, but I'm not too sure by how much. Let's see. Now, there's supposed to be a flag somewhere in this area. Looks like they're not any easier to spot than they were before. How about this little camp road that we have here? This looks like the type of place where they might hang one of those flags. I don't know. To me, I think this is one of the worst. Oh, there it is. One of the worst communication systems anyone has ever devised. You have 8 different components to the message. So there are 8 different components to the message. And they're scattered all over the place. They're out way in plain sight. I mean, I can't believe that the Masters of Mordor are completely blind as to... Okay, they might not understand what they mean or something like this, but if they see certain flags popping up all over the place over certain circumstances, you would think that somebody is going to investigate. So I guess the next one's over here. Almost certainly up that ramp. I mean... Oh, that's not a ramp. Oh boy. Not a ramp. Then where's the flag? Oh. It's probably somewhere within that building. Actually, now I think of it, I may just have to, I know, once again, loop around. Get into that structure, and then I should be able to find it, right? On second thought, I think this time the loop is actually forward instead of backwards. Yes, let's see how many times I can guess wrong as to the best way to get to a mess. Oh my goodness gracious. The shadow of Mordor is starting to creep in upon me. Now, I think it's time for me to... Well, I am going to turn down this road, but before I do that, I have another surrender to accept. Hello. Another Easterling that wishes to surrender. Ah, okay. Yep, any place is better than this place. That is certainly something that I will agree to be true. Now, I think that this is going to take me up into that area I saw where I think, yeah, I think it's up there. Well, I'm going to find out in a moment. So it tells me that this is not the optimal and usual route. I just hope that it is a route, or that gives me a good clue as to where said route is. Oh, goodness gracious. It gets me to the foot of it, but not actually to it, right? Oh well. Anyone see a flag around here? Hold on. Does this actually lead me a little bit? Okay, well, I've gotten to the gears. Well, I found a great forge work. But no flags. I don't think I need to stay around here too long. Otherwise I get squashed. So, what are the odds I can get to the other side of this and still be alive when I finish? Yikes. You know, when you start swimming into stuff, you know it's really bad. Yeah. Oh well. I'm fine for now. It's when I get the radiation sickness in 2 months that things are really going to be bad, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, well. Signal flag. Up there! Okay, well. At least now I know I'm in the right area. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, up here, up here. Huh. Really? Whatever that is. Somebody's a lucky rabbit's foot or something? It appears that the last one is way back where I started this entire mess. Wasn't that where I got the first one or something? Anyway. Looks like the last one is to the left. I think last time I went straightish instead. And all we do is climb up a little bit. Discover the west road to Aglach. Wait, wasn't I supposed to be looking for some sort of captain or something like that? I got so distracted by the flags I completely forgot about him. Oh well. Now, there's supposed to be a... that looks like a good place to hide a signal flag, right? Apparently, the locals didn't think the same. Because there isn't one here. Oh well. Maybe I can get a good view of this place. Oh. There you go. Is this thing I can interact with yet, or is this set for later? I think that's for later. Now, where's this flag I'm looking for? Actually, maybe... Oh. Didn't I kill you already? You look familiar. Alright, there you go. Now, stay dead that time. I was wondering if it's possible to get onto this tower. That maybe this tower will have a clue as to the location. I don't want to fall down too quickly, that's for sure. That building right up there sounds like the most likely place. Let's head down to this building, probably someplace connected to it. And once we do that, we could say, we found... Oh boy. This complex is bigger than I thought it was. Ooh. And there's a camp there. I don't know, this is starting to tell me that I'm a little bit off the correct track. But could be that behind the camp or something like this. And oh, there it is right there. Right smack in the middle of the camp. On top of a forge. Okay, I must admit I wasn't expecting that. Wait, that's a tough goblin. Alright, we got this. Forge Fires of Udun, new deed. Discover forging furnaces. 1 of 15. Found signal flags. 1 of 8. Let's deliver this message to that Nurnhoth first. I think that Nernhoth is up here somewhere. Let's first take care of this archer and make sure that he doesn't fill me with any arrows. I think if I go up here, right, because, oh, that's just somebody who wants to surrender. Well, we're still taking surrenders. There you go. Well, that's 10 of 10 for those. So I'll just have to inform somebody at Udun about all of that. Yeah. Visit the Udun foothold in order to report on that. Alright, finished looking at the flags.
You have looked and looked, yes? And you have seen.
Yes, I see it is so. Krutil I am named, and you are Pinelore? It is well. Now tell me what you know and what you have learned. Well, Marathon thought that they were some sort of signal, and that they were thought that it might mean. You relate to the best of your memory what signal flags I have found, and get the uneasy impression that this man, this Nernhoth, is learning more from me than I am from him. Ah, keen eyes and swift legs, but are you help or are you hurt? Help, I think, and no, not cruel, well, not deceiving at least. Then I will offer help for your help. What I know of Udun, so too will you know, and in truth, of Udun I know much. Well, I suppose that's good.
Here, I will begin.
Tell me, friend, when two men meet to speak, does one say a thing and then both go off without another word? No. But first, this will not do. I must get up. Will you help me? Okay. Alright, let's help him up. Alright, there we go. The slave comes to an unsteadily with a groan, but seems to be well enough to stand. Alright.
Two men speak, one talks, and then the other.
Back and forth. So it is when we speak with flags. Then only those with eyes can hear. The captain of the pit, our lord and taskmaster, has no such eyes, nor his enforcers, nor his sorcerers, nor even his spies. Now, that last one's hard to believe. They hear not when the flags speak. Only we forge workers do. Krutil delves into his wandering patter into the meanings of the flags, how one describes the nature of the topic, another whether past, present, or future, a third whether a certainty, a possibility, a warning, or a wondering, and so forth. After all, the flags are far more subtle and complex than Barathon took them to be. And now, let us seek out the second speech, the answering. We should look, I think, east of here and south, by the road up to Mornar Forge. You will go and look, and then you have seen. There I will be upon the upward road. Okay, very well. I will check there. But first, I need to go to Udun and inform them about some prisoners. I have brought a few prisoners. I hope you can find something to do with them.
No good will come of it.
So, you're the one who sent all those poor souls this way. They have not proved themselves dishonorable thus far, and waited peacefully until they were escorted out of the Black Gates to be served justice in their due. You have done right in taking their word, I think. Okay, good. I am glad to hear that. So now, I need to head out again to find out the answer to the questions of the flags. What will that be? Maybe we'll find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.